I miss black people. I know that sounds crazy, but
if you can't tell, the whole black Scottish thing and the whole gingers are black thing, like, Americans are obsessed with black people. It's clear. Even the racist ones. We are obsessed with black people.
All right, racists, let's talk about how exhausting you people are. You people are stuck in an endless loop of announcing your hatred for the true indigenous people of this land. But here is the fundamental truth you need to hear. They do not care.
Hello good people, welcome to African Commentary. Hereby we learn and grow every day. So in today's topic, or in today's video, we're going to talk about a certain video whereby a certain white girl says that she misses black people. She misses their vibes, she misses their company. And that's quite interesting because for the longest time, white people have never even talked about, not even missing, even just being associated with black people. For the longest time, they have always to be by themselves, but finally they are feeling the absence of black people. It is not that they have all moved from the US, but I did another video whereby black Americans are moving out of USA in masses, and it is true. And for some white people, they are feeling the absence, they are feeling what it feels like not to have black people around them. So before I speak much, let's first watch the video. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think they have a genuine, white people have genuine love for black people, or they just miss what black people do for them? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoy.
I miss black people. I know that sounds crazy, but I am from Georgia and I used to go to HBCU and the majority of my friends were black, and now I live in a small town in California and I miss black people. There's not very many here and I hate it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my job, I love my friends here, but I miss black people. Don't come for me. I miss the culture, I miss the vibe, I miss the confidence, the jokes, the food. I miss black people. Something's missing in my life and I've come to the conclusion that that's what it is. Okay, bye!
But do you really? Because you're naming everything that you miss about us, which is things we do for you, but actually missing us, I don't think you do. Now, don't get me wrong, we are Black Magic. We do bring culture, we do bring creativity, we do have a confidence, we do have an air about us. We just bring life to the party. We just it, and that's just what it is. But you realize that your life is very, 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 very mundane without us. And it ain't that you miss us. Like I said, it's you miss what we can do for you. You miss the entertainment of us. You miss the oh look type of thing. It's almost like a minstrel show for you. That's what I'm getting from this. And you say you know had black friends before and you went to HBCU, I think, and you miss the entertainment value of us. You don't necessarily miss us. You miss the entertainment. You miss the fun that we can have. But we, as black people, we know how to be in a community of just us and have a great time with just us. How is it that y'all don't know how to have a great time with just you? Why is it y'all always trying to infiltrate what we got going on? Remember when they had the Black Girl Beach Day, like across the states, and then white people was getting mad about that? Like, how would you guys feel if we had a only white beach day with no blacks allowed? Y'all had hundreds of years of that. You had your own country clubs. Heck, the United States was yours, and we wasn't invited into anything unless we were working for our ancestors. Unless our ancestors was working for y'all. That was the only time we was invited into an establishment or a whites only type of thing, and if we was working for y'all. But but y'all want to be included in everything we do. I'm not saying I hate white people, because I don't. My family is full of different races, okay? So I don't hate, I don't dislike, but I do know BS when I see it. And I'm going to just call it how it is. Y'all be easy, be blessed, let the Lord use you, don't let nobody else, alright? Have a good day, and don't be nobody's entertainment.
If you can't tell, the whole black Scottish thing and the whole gingers are black thing, like, Americans are obsessed with black people. It's clear. Even the racist ones. We are obsessed with black people. We love them. Most of us love them. There are a few of us that act like they hate them, but they're also obsessed.
So yesterday, I was scrolling TikTok and I came across a video of this lady, and she was talking about how she moved away for her job, and where she had to move to, there was no black people. And she was talking about how she missed the black people. And I understood exactly what she said. I watched the whole video. I understood everything she said. Because whenever I moved to Lawrenceburg, I missed black people. I missed them so bad that I came back home. I was up there for like 2 years because I had moved up there to help my sister at her job. And I could not wait to come home. There were black people there, but it was few. And like, you only seen them in passing. I don't know, maybe if I had lived there longer before that, I could have met more black people and been around, but living where I lived, I was ready to come home. And when I have these conversations with people, like trying to tell them about why I am the way I am, because I've had people tell me, oh, you want to be black? Why would I want to be black? I see what black people go through. I've been around black people when they've been racially profiled. I've been around black people when they get side-eyed for doing absolutely nothing. I've been side-eyed for doing absolutely nothing before because I was with black people. So why would I want to be black? And now don't get me wrong, I will stand next to a black person with them while they go through every bit of that and go through it with them in a heartbeat. I'm not saying that to say, oh, I could never be that, because I will go through it with them effortlessly. But as far as, oh, you just a white girl, you want to be black, it's not that at all. But I will say, my 38 years of living, I would much rather be part of a black household than a white household. When it comes to the family dynamic, way different. Way, way different. You walk into a black household, you could feel they love different. Their vibe is different. Their energy is different. Everything is different. You can't, I'm obviously a white girl, a white person, and say family gatherings, for instance. I know there's white people that have big family gatherings or whatnot. I'm not. My family's not one of them. Our immediate family, we gather on holidays. Mom, dad, brother, sister, grandkids. It's us. My grandma, I hardly ever see her. My aunts, I hardly ever see them. My cousins, like when it comes, you know how black people are with their cousins? And they have a lot of cousins, but they fuck with all their cousins. I love my cousins. I love them to death when I'm around them. We cut up or whatever if I go around them. I don't see them. We don't text each other. We don't call each other. We don't meet up and do stuff together. We don't even talk unless it's been a planned event for something, which is rare, very rare. Black people, they got cousins everywhere. Even if they ain't their real cousins, they gonna call them cousin. They gonna treat them like their cousin. It's just different. Black people are way different than white people. And 10 times out of 10, I'm going with the black people.
Have you guys seen that video of that white lady talk about, I miss HBCUs. I miss black people. I bet you do. You know, I'm going to tell you guys something. The reason why Caucasian people age the way they do is because when you siphon magic and you put it in non-magical bodies, what happens? They break down. So when you guys talk about energy farming, it's more than what you think it is. We are gifts. We are special, not just because of the shade of your skin. All of you has something within you. When you flow from the source, you are not tapping into it or utilizing tools in order to wield it or reading things to learn from it. You are a piece of it. You are an endless flow. When you take that flow and you put it into something that cannot continuously flow, what happens? It spills out. Their bodies start to deteriorate and break down because you are not a magical entity and you're not supposed to have what we do. I try not to say things like that because it does differentiate us a little bit, but it's time to start doing that. Don't you feel gifted? We've always been. We're different. And it doesn't mean superior because we don't think the way that they do. They came from us, but they came from us displaced. They were not meant to hold the energy that you do. So we watch the deterioration live every single day. It's a very interesting thing for people to openly admit they miss stealing from us. I miss black joy. No, you miss everything that I possess that makes me happy in this world. Because you guys have taken every fucking thing else. Like, I just cannot. People miss the laughter, not just the joy, the laughter, the excitement, the feeling of community, being a family. Like, all of that stuff comes with being black. And it's something that is felt through all of us. So no matter who is in a room and we don't know each other, we all know each other because we all share culture. Like, don't let people energy farm from you. I have a white best friend and she will never consume my energy. She knows who she is and she's content in that. I have other Caucasian friends and family and never do they try to put themselves in spaces they feel they don't belong. You can be an observer and appreciate a culture and not have to be in the middle of it or take from it. And if you do take from it, appreciate that. Give back to it. They don't plan on doing any of that because we've been giving energy for free this entire time and we need to stop doing that. Conserve your shit. You're a free-flowing, magical fucking being on a floating rock. Nobody has the right to utilize you. Don't give yourself away freely.
The reason why you become silent, there's one that always comes up, and that's fear. White people are afraid of black people. They are afraid of us. And it's a very interesting thing because black people know it. We know white people are afraid, but you have to start getting into the psychology. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid? But it's an interesting dynamic. Now, also you see the difference in what racism is, do you not? Racism implies you have not just prejudice, but the power to do something with that prejudice. Now, I don't like you, not only that, but I'm going to control whether you can get, I may say I hate you. I hate white people. I hate them. It's not going to change you getting that, loan when you go to the bank. I can hate you all the way to the bank. Not going to change. Do you see the difference? That whereas white racism says, not only do I not like you, but I'm going to change the impact of where you can live. I'm going to determine with that racism where your powers are. You following me? And I'm talking about as a group, not an individual.
All right, racists, let's talk about how exhausting you people are. You people are stuck in an endless loop of announcing your hatred for the true indigenous people of this land. But here is the fundamental truth you need to hear. They do not care. They do not care. Your hatred is not a revelation. It's a boring, repetitive monologue that everyone else who doesn't hate the world because they can't be black has been forced to listen to for centuries. And the issue is not the hatred itself. Your issue is the pathological need to keep delivering the memo. Black Americans got the message, okay? Consider it filed. But if you haven't noticed, Black Americans are moving on. So why can't you? If you are so filled with disgust and so spiritually fatigued by the own labor of your own bigotry, then the solution is simple. Stay away. The energy that you spend in their social spaces, following their cultural cues, and then twisting your face into a scowl to let them know that you're displeased is the definition of a wasted life. It's you racist clowns that are the people who will voluntarily walk into a bakery, stand in a long line, and then scream at the cashier that you fucking hate cake. It's a literal tantrum. It's performative and it's deeply pathetic. Your obsession with making your hatred known is a confession. It screams that you're not confident in this world that you claimed was yours. But guess who's always comfortable? You linger because you know your own suburban house is empty. And I wouldn't call their hatred a weapon, I'd call it a leash. And it's keeping you tethered to Black Americans. Your hatred is your problem. It is your spiritual burden to carry. Black Americans are not interested in holding it for you. They are busy living, creating, and thriving. You can either find a way to exist without constantly announcing your bitterness, or you can continue to be the angry, unwelcome guest at a party you claim to despise. Let's be honest, you're only upset because no matter how much money you have, you still can't buy your way into being a Black person. You have to be chosen.
I really love that now white people are admitting that they do. Let me talk about love, because I feel like they do love Black people. It's just the way that they never want to be associated with Black people. But you know what? Black people are powerful people. They do magic. They do things. They move the world, you see? And so for white people to now feel the absence of Black people in the US, it means that it has reminded them something. It's like they have been awakened. Black people have done so much, especially for the United States of America. I don't think it would be what it is right now if not for the efforts of Black people. As much as white people are racist to Black people, as much as the system discriminates Black people, they have a huge role in the growth of the USA. And I do believe that the US would not be what it is right now if it's not for Black people. If it were only white people, maybe they would be backwards like 10 times. Because you know what, Black people have invented a lot. They are very creative and they have formed a huge part of the economic status of the US. Let's talk about everything. Workplaces, economically, like Black people, sweat and blood have made the US. It has made the USA to be what it is right now. And I feel like most white people should come out and just admit the truth. They should admit that they do love Black people. They do. I don't know if they love Black people genuinely or they just love what we do for them, because you know what? Black people offer labor force in most parts of the USA. Despite everything, we are hardworking and we put our all in whatever we do. So even after being discriminated, after being put through slavery all those years, after all the things, segregation and all, Black people still pour their heart in whatever they do. Whether it's work, whether it's what, we do it with all our heart. And this promotes the status, economic status of a place, of a country, of a continent, of a state, you get? So white people, I think it's high time you admit that Black people do a lot and recognize and acknowledge them, appreciate them, make them feel seen, make them feel valued. White people, it's high time you recognize, you appreciate, you make Black people feel seen. It's high time you say, you know what, despite our races, despite the color of our skin tones, you guys are good people. You guys move the world. You guys move mountains. It is very hard for most white people to admit that Black people are great. I don't know why. Is it because they have been made to feel they are always superior? And so to acknowledge that another person is great and does great things, it's so hard to them, you see? We have been brought up knowing that white people are special, they're superior, whatever they do, it works magic. But for Black people, we have been associated with all those bad things when it comes to diseases, to hunger, to being poor, yeah. And even people forget that behind the scenes, Black people are the forces behind most of these things. They make most things work out. Let me not even talk about Black people's inventions, because that is just a broad topic that needs its own video, on time. Black people have invented a lot, but they do go away unrecognized. In the past years, white people never wanted to be associated with Black people, especially in the US. They wanted Black Americans out of the United States of America. And you know what? Black people decided, you know what? This is what you want. You want America all for yourselves. It's okay, we're going to leave. So right now, when Black Americans have started to leave the US, is when white people are feeling like, oh no, these people are so powerful, they make these things work, they move the nation, what are we going to do without them? So I also feel like the love is not genuine. It's just about what Black people can do for them, what Black people can enable. Black people offer labor force in many areas whereby white people feel so special to do. Let's talk about hotel industry, offering services to people. You see, these are jobs that white people don't want to associate themselves in. Let's talk about farm, like harvesting farm produce. These are things that white people feel like they are not made to do it, and it's only good for Black people to do it because we have darker skin tone. It doesn't matter if we are out there in bad temperatures, you get. But now they didn't realize that before. It's now that it is hitting them that, you know what, these people, we don't have to lose them, we don't have to move them away, let's make them stay. And my advice, or what I love to tell white people, is that if we really want Black people around you guys, why can't you make it so easy for them? Why can't you make the way things are easy for you guys, for you white people, why can't you make it also easy for Black people? Why do Black people have to struggle? Yet it's just because of races. It's just because you see Black people as animals, maybe, or you don't feel like they are equal human beings like you. Why can't you support Black people in the USA, make their lives comfortable? If you really want them to stay around, if you really feel like they're human beings like you, and after you have realized that you guys, we need each other, is when will you guys actually put into practice whatever you say? You know, for most white people, they just speak, they just say we miss Black people, we need Black people to do this. But in what way are you promoting Black people? In what way are you making Black people's lives better, especially in the US, where their lives are not great, whereby they're still suffering because of racism, systemic discrimination, you get? Why can't you make the system work for both of you? Why is it in favor of white people? Why do Black people have to suffer in order to get what you guys are getting so easily? Yeah. So I feel like if you really, white people, if you really love Black people, if you really want them to stay in the US, make their lives comfortable, make things easy for them, make the nation a good place where Black people can even not think of moving away. Because why are Black Americans moving away from the US? Because it is not easy. They have been trying to survive. Most of them have been trying to survive in that place, but some of them have seen that it's at this point, I can't take it anymore. I'd rather go somewhere else. I'd rather move to another continent. Black people are leaving behind their families. They are leaving behind their properties, you get? They have spent a lot of years, a lot of time, a lot of energy to create wealth, to promote the nation, but in the end they still lose because they live with nothing. So I wish that the system one day works in favor of Black people too. I wish that Black people's lives be made better than what it is right now, so that we can make the world a better place. Actually, we don't have every day to be crying about the same thing: racism, systemic discrimination, the traumatic effect of slavery. These are things that need to be done away with, but they can only be done away with if something is done. If the leaders, let me talk about Trump, if he makes life easy for Black people, the nation is gonna be great. And they shouldn't forget that the US would not be what it is right now if not for the efforts of the ancestors of Black Americans. It would not be where it is right now if it were not for them. They put so much in that country for them, for their grandchildren to lose everything and go somewhere else, you get? So for white people, if you feel like, not even if you feel like, if you really do love black people, have something or do something that is making it comfortable for them. Don't just speak on the internet, but on the ground. You don't even want to live in a black neighborhood because black people are poor. You want to live in a white neighborhood only because that's the best place to live. You get? Support each other, support black people, make their lives better. With that said, guys, let me know your thoughts about this video. I'll really appreciate. See you in the next one. Bye.